What's up, YouTube? How we doing tonight? It's Taco freaking Tuesday, y'all. It's Taco Tuesday. Welcome. How we doing? Kristen, how's it going tonight? Vader, welcome to the chat. Sir Ralph, thanks for dropping all the links in the chat tonight. Activate that bot, buddy. And Trelana, how we doing? How we doing, everybody? How is everyone today? Did I miss anyone? Trelana, Vader, Kristen's in the chat, Sir Ralph. We are good to go. How's everyone's Taco Tuesday? First and foremost. The Turtle, welcome. How we doing? How's everyone's Taco freaking Tuesday? What kind of tacos did you guys have today? Or what kind are you having for dinner? Or what have you? How good were they, baby? We're gonna go back into Sinnoh, back to our briefcase simulator, the favorite place for madness. It should be a fun time. I've got my counter all set up. We're ready to go. I've got I've got Isla sitting right next to me over here because she wants to be part of the stream, and I've got my DS set up on my desk here so that I can continue shiny hunting my starter in Soul Silver. I'm about 3,200 encounters in that, almost 33, I should say. And yeah, we're rip roaring ready to go. Pokemon Go Master, how we doing? Fajita tacos, those don't suck. Oh my goodness. Fajita tacos, guys. Just like every other stream, I am streaming to vertical platform, the shorts feed, as well as normal platform. So if you prefer one over the other, you can just jump into my YouTube channel and flip back and forth. The thumbnails, the title, everything's the same. Just the end of the title for the shorts feed is #shorts. So that is that. Pokemon Go Master says, nice hat, bro. Yo, thank you. I love it. It's the old school pixelated starters, and they don't suck. It's one of my favorites to wear. Ralph says, I had smothered pork chops with homemade mashed potatoes and broccoli. Yo, my goodness. That sounds delicious, Ralph. So delicious. Kristen says, I posted my news on Crispy's server. I couldn't go live. It said I needed 50 subs, so I posted a badly done short. Wait, you have to have 50 subs to go live on YouTube? Since when? Oh, maybe going live from your mobile device. Maybe that's why. Ah, that could be it. That could be it. Turtle says, I'm charging all my stuff because I have a hurricane incoming. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope everything is prepared for you. I hope that you're safe during the storm, Turtle, and hopefully you have enough battery power in your mobile devices to get through the whole thing. You need 50 for shorts format, Ralph says. Ah, I see. All right, well, that makes sense. But all right, with all that being said, let's hop on over to the game scene here. And I don't have my Switch powered up or my monitor on the proper screen or my controller. Shows how prepared I was for stream tonight. Goodness. Get yourself together, Casey. All right, we're good now. We are good to go. Jumping in the game so we can start this hunt some more. Pokemon Go Master says, what's your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Raichu. Good old Raichu. Bofadis, welcome. How are we doing tonight, Bofadis? How were your tacos today, buddy? What kind of tacos did you eat? Okay, now we can get into the stream. get things going. Did I mute the sounds for stream? I think I did. Let's just fix that right quick. There we go. Now you can hear it. Now you can hear it. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Turtle's favorite Pokemon is Sceptile. Ooh, that's a good one. Sceptile is a good looking Pokemon, that's for sure. You can't hate on the Sceptile. Pokemon Go Master asks, what's my favorite shiny Pokemon? My favorite shiny Pokemon is Umbreon. Good old Umbreon. The sleekness like a fox. He's got the blue rings. You can't go wrong with a shiny Umbreon. It's kind of a subtle change, but it's enough to where it's like just chef's kiss, you know? You love to see it. You love to see it. Pokemon Go Master says, I hope you get a lot of shinies. I'm hopping off GG's. Yo, Pokemon Go Master, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great evening yourself, my friend. And thanks for the good luck. I hope I get the shiny tonight as well so I can start this playthrough of shiny fire types only through Sinnoh. That is the idea, y'all. That is the quest, the challenge that we are after. I did post to my Instagram page a new reel tonight, and I've got it scheduled to release on YouTube as well. So if you guys want a sneak peek or an updated peek, an early viewing, head on over to my Instagram page. Check it out there. It's just a fun little blooper reel I made. Nothing too crazy. Pokemon Go Master says, when will you be back on? I stream every Tuesday and every other Sunday. So I'll be live again a week from tonight, after tonight. I subbed too. Thank you so much. I appreciate the sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey guys, if you haven't already, please, as we start stream, drop a like on the stream. It does help with the YouTube algorithm, pushing the video out to the YouTube space, encouraging others to come in and join us, the fam bam, while we shiny hunt and do some fun Pokemon playthroughs. Vader says Royal Kin likes shiny Umbreon too. We should do a collab. I don't know who Royal Kin is, but I'll have to check them out. Shiny Umbreon's a good shiny. Such a good shiny. Turtle says, I've been trying to get all the megas, but also another version of them in Let's Go so they can actually mega evolve. Ooh. Turtle, I'm sorry I don't have my Let's Go playthrough far enough to do any trading. I would have helped you out with the evolution trades. Hopefully someone else will be able to help you out with that in the server with a farther playthrough. I think usually Mass Figure will help out with trades in the server. You may try and ping him. I don't know if he's got a playthrough on Let's Go that far along or not to help you out with those evolution trades. But I could always help you out too if you want, if you're able to transfer them from Pokemon or Let's Go Pikachu over to your home and then into another game. Every other game on the Switch, I'm to a point where I can trade. So yeah. I can help you out that way. Pokemon Go Master says, it's my dream to become like you when I'm older. Well, thanks, Pokemon Go Master. I appreciate it. If you're talking about being a YouTuber, you can do it, my friend. I believe in you. Hopefully I can become a true YouTuber soon as well. This is just a hobby for me for now. I put quite a bit of effort into it though, especially this year. I've done a lot of learning. YouTube is a great space to learn things, to learn trades, tricks, things, all like that. So Kristen says only if you have 50 subs. 50 subs is only the requirement to stream from your mobile device. You could stream from a PC for free. For free. And there's a little plugin that helps you stream vertical. All right, Chimchar, be the pink guy we're looking for. Be the pink monkey. Please be the pink monkey. Nope. Oh, I want to at least make it to 1,700 encounters tonight. At least to 1,700, if not farther. I think we could do it. I know we can. Kristen says, I don't have one, just my old crappy laptop, which won't work for Pokemon Go. You'd be surprised. There's ways you can change settings within like OBS and things like that to be able to stream from pretty ancient hardware. Have I gotten the shiny Starly yet? The turtle says, no, I have not. I'm hoping that I don't encounter the shiny Starly. I'm hoping that it's just when we get the shiny, it's the Chimchar and only the Chimchar, because that wouldn't be very fun. That'd be a drag. A major drag. Oops. All right, let's go, Rowan. Leave me the shiny Chimchar. I know you want to. He definitely wants to. I can feel it. The King Ping has returned. Alex, welcome to the stream. How we doing tonight, my friend? How were your tacos on this wonderful Taco Tuesday? Negative, Ghost Rider. Turtle says there's a glitch where you can get to Shaman without Oak's parcel. So you should beat this run, or after you beat this run, you should shiny hunt it. I could. Pokemon Go Master says, gotta go to bed. Good night, everybody. Hey, Pokemon Go Master, you have a great evening. Enjoy your slumber, and I hope you have great dreams. Great dreams in your sleep. Alex is playing some Battle Cats. Ooh, I still haven't tried that game, Alex. I still have not. Have you streamed the game at all, Alex? I know you were talking about doing it before. Vader. What about both? What about both for what? Oh, streaming vertical and horizontal? Is that what you're asking about, Vader? I'm not sure what you mean by what about both. Pokemon Go Master, we'll see you next Tuesday, bud. Have a great evening. All right, Chimchar, be shiny. Be shiny, Chimchar. Nope, not pink. When this one's pink, I'm gonna feel so satisfied. It's gonna be one of the better shinies for sure. These resets are sending me into a deep anxiety. Oh, for shiny Chimchar and Starly at once, Vader says. Oh, yo, if I get shiny Chimchar and shiny Starly in the same round, That would be a freak incident. That'd be super cool, actually. I wonder, there's probably someone out there that has had that happen to them, but oh my goodness. The chances of that happening, to have two Pokemon on the screen at the same time shiny, full odds in this game. If you guys don't know, odds in this one is 1 in 4,096. And for two of them to happen at the same time, what would that be? I think you like multiply it by itself, right? For that to happen. That'd be insane. Odd bro, what's up? Welcome. Welcome, buddy. It's Taco freaking Tuesday, Odd bro. What kind of tacos did you have today? Turtle says I'm calling 1986 Shiny Starly and 3785 Chimchar. Yo, don't put that hate on me. Don't put that hate on me. Turtle, did you guess 1986 for the shiny before, like in a previous stream? I feel like that for some reason that number seems so familiar. Not the shiny monkey. Where are you, shiny monkey? Mystic 7 Jr. Who's Mystic 7? Spread some love and some to Casey. Thanks, Pokemon Go Master. I appreciate it. I actually did have tacos, Oddbro says. My grandmother made some at her house and I ate like 7 of them. Yes. Yo, when my little brother was still at home with my parents, he would like, when mom and dad would make tacos, he would challenge himself to eat as many tacos as like he possibly could. He would just like roll away from the table. It was a struggle for him. Turtle says it was 1386. That's what it was, 1386. I remember now. I remember now because it was a few streams ago I hit the number and I remember calling it out that you had guessed that. Oddbro says Mexican grandmothers stuff you full AF. Yo, it's just because they love you so much. The abuelas. Right. Mexican grandmothers are like the most loving. Any Hispanic culture or like Spanish speaking culture grandparents are just like the most loving grandparents. Besides maybe Indian. Now that I've experienced the Indian culture from Gina's family, I think the only rival to Spanish speaking culture grandparents love is Indian grandparent love or Indian family in general, like aunts, uncles, all of the above. Kristen says Italian grandmas do it too. Yes, they do. Actually, they totally do. You are 100% correct. Maybe it's just like those romance language cultures, you know, like the French. Well, I don't know if the French are nice or not. I'm not familiar with that culture. I lived in Italy for a while, so I did experience that. I lived in Italy with a host when I was in college. I did a study abroad. And my host was like grandmother age, and she had a couple grandsons that came over and actually helped me learn to speak the language pretty good. That was always a fun time. But yeah, she was a super loving lady as well. Super loving lady as well. And I remember we would go on our afternoon strolls with my friend. Oh, what? The software crashed? Oh, hopefully that wasn't the shiny. We would go on our afternoon strolls though, and like with my friends, and you would see the Italian grandmothers in the streets with their grandchildren and their children, you know, whether it be their child-in-laws or their actual children, and they are super loving as well. Welcome back to the Briefcase Simulator. Nick says, welcome Gulf City Nick. How we doing tonight? How are your tacos on this wonderful Taco Tuesday, Nick? How's it going? French Canadians aren't friendly per se, but we are the reason why the Geneva Convention exists. Okay. So there's still some love there. Just maybe not as much as the Spanish speaking cultures or the Italian grandmas. I feel like Spanish speaking cultures though, it's not just the grandmas. Like I know men in Spanish speaking cultures seem to like come off very rigid, but when they become grandpas, abuelos, they're like teddy bears. They just become soft. It's like an instant softness. Nick says I didn't have any tacos, but I did spend some major money yesterday, so I'm tapped out. Oh goodness. That was part of your errand running you had to do. You had to go spend some good hard cashola. What kind of errands were you having to run that cost you some cha-ching? If you're allowed to say it, I should say. Oops, come on, Chimchar, pick it. If you ever play Battle Cats, here is a bro tip. Don't your free cat god until chapter 3, Alex says. Okay. If I ever play Battle Cats, save my free cat god until chapter 3. Buying a new motorcycle? Gulf City Nick? Yo, what kind of motorcycle did you get? Like a dirt bike or a street bike or like a roadster? Ooh, that's exciting though. Hey, you might be tapped, but it is exciting to have a new toy, and especially a toy like that one. Come on now. Kristen says I have to take Bear to the, what baby? I did, yeah. Kristen says I have to take Bear to the vet tomorrow, and then we're done for a year. Ooh, gotta get the checkups. Gotta make sure that those little fur babies are healthy and doing great. The vet is so expensive sometimes, Ralph says. It can be. Especially when you have like emergency situations. Ooh, poor little pups and kitties. Poor little fur babies in general, I should say. Because there are those out there that have, you know, like gerbils and meese. What are those ones called that like always steal the jewelry? Ferrets? Yeah, ferrets. I always forget about those. And if you're Gina, you know, I guess people own flying squirrels as well. The sugar babies. Can't forget about the sugar babies. We just got to refer to those pets as fur babies in general. Alex says chapter 3 moon is the last stage. Okay. So when I play Battle Cat, save my free cat god for chapter 3 moon, the last stage. Gulf City Nick says I got a 150cc scooter. Mostly it's a needed item as well. I have to drive 40 miles for jury duty. Ooh, 40 miles for jury duty sounds not fun. Not fun at all, but a 150cc scooter sounds super cool. Says I'm still paying my dad back for Kira's final expenses. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's never fun. Is she a vet? Gina? Is Gina a vet? No, she's not a vet. I was just referring to a line from one of the Who's That Pokemon reels I made with Gina. And she talks about a sugar baby in one of them. Or it's a flying squirrel, I guess. All right, Rowan. Leave me something good, Rowan. Let's see it. Come on, buddy. Professor Rowan, I know you want to leave me something good. Don't ya? Don't ya? Don't ya? Da 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 da. All right, let's go, Chimchar. Be the shiny we're looking for. Soul Silver, no shiny. Gosh darn it. Ralph says, when will you make more shorts together? I don't know. I need to, I think I still have a little bit of footage that I could use from that first session that we did, but I might need to come up with something new to do. I kind of feel like coming up with something new to do just for my creative side to like itch that tick, you know? Logical Raptors fan, welcome to the stream. How we doing tonight, buddy? How were your tacos tonight, Logical Raptors fan, on this wonderful Taco Tuesday? Tonight's the night, you say? Ooh, I hope so. It could be. Gulf City Nix says it's easy to drive. It's an automatic transmission. Nice. You love to see it. So you don't have to worry about shifting gears at all. It does 58 miles per hour. Yo, on a little scooter? Give me some of that. Kristen with the sparkles and the fingers crossed. I need it. I need it. Hopefully we get it tonight. Hopefully tonight's the night. A shiny pink monkey. If I get the shiny pink monkey tonight, ooh girl, we might be throwing controllers. We might be jumping hysterical. Alex says, Game Freak, we need a champion for Sinnoh. Man, a hot girl with a black cloak with blonde hair. Her name is Cynthia. Other people say better things, but they choose Cynthia. Yes, they do. The ultimate mommy from all Pokemon games. Good old Cynthia. Good old Cynthia. Oops. All right, Shiny Chimchar, be the one. Turtle, welcome back. How are we doing? Welcome, welcome. Logical Raptors fans says, I haven't eaten dinner yet, so hopefully good, but I don't know about tacos. Ooh, it's just to remind you, it is Taco Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday, so take that how you will. Do have tacos or do not. Oddbro says, don't throw controllers, please. I probably won't throw a controller, to be honest, but yeah. Ralph says, have you ever thought about setting up Streamlabs for the gamble points? You can use them to bet if we think you'll get the shiny or not, and a bunch of other things. So I don't use Streamlabs. I use regular OBS, but there are plugins and stuff that I could add to do that same stuff. And I've thought about it. Honestly, like I feel like I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts on things like that, like interactions with stream? The one thing I've noticed when I go into streams is like other streamers with these different interactive things, you'll have like a handful of people actually using it, and then the rest don't really interact with those activities, and it tends to like clutter the scene, I would say. Like I've seen people do those battle royales, you know, where like you can pick different figures or characters, like people will do Pokemon, for instance, right? And along the bottom of the OBS scene, so like you as viewers would see it all along the bottom of your screen, it would just drop in like a bunch of random Pokemon with like each viewer's name over the top of it, and it pulls viewers from the stream, and it does like a simulated battle royale, just like you would see in like, you know, like what happens in Fortnite or Call of Duty Warzone, things like that. And so for instance, like with that example, sometimes people will like cheer, or it'll give the winner, you know, channel points or something like that. But it doesn't seem like very many people, like a small percentage of the viewers interact with it, compared to it like clogging the stream. I don't know that it's completely worth it. especially because I like, I'd rather not have a bunch of like knickknacks and whatnot all over the stream, you know? I don't know. I do like how Twitch kind of has that integrated within the system though, like with the channel points where you just automatically incur channel points as you view, and then you can do like little triggers, you know, for those channel points. That's kind of cool. Kristen says, I can't wait till I get paid again. I always plan out my errand day to get something delicious. Yo, you love it. You love it. What's your favorite meal to get when you're out running errands? Also says, I like them because the points leaderboard competition makes people want to do them. Isla's sneaking up on me. I do think that the competitions do help, like in some aspects. I would not want something that would like clutter the scene. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Burn. Nick says, all for interactions, but be careful with gambling. Yeah, gambling can get a little on the sketchy side. What's that, babe? Were you talking shit to me? Oh, yeah, you could. Oh, wow. Yeah? No? Dang, Isla went to town on some chicken fried rice. Had some carrot cake, or not carrot, pumpkin cake for dessert. She's just living the dream over here, y'all. Says, I can understand what you mean. You could always turn it back off on days where the chat is really active. Yeah, you can. You can do all that kind of stuff. I wish that she would just start walking. Although I probably shouldn't like get too far ahead of myself with that, because then she'll be really into everything. Kristen says, I love my fried chicken place, but sometimes it's tacos. Yo, a fan of good taste right there. Fried chicken doesn't stink, but tacos is where it's at, especially on Tuesdays. You gotta get the tacos. Gulf City Nick says, rent for my phone bill as well, then back to not spending. Yeah, you gotta stash that cash. Logical Raptors fan says Popeyes is pretty good in Canada. Popeyes is pretty good in general. Popeyes doesn't suck, especially they have like that Cajun dipping sauce. Oh my goodness, it's like a Cajun ranch, I think. That's my go-to when I go to Popeyes. Oddbro says, I love chicken fried rice. So does Isla, and so do I. Chicken fried rice is good stuff. Good stuff, Maynard. Gina and I got Thai food last night for dinner. So Isla was eating like her leftover chicken fried rice from Thai food last night. I, of course, got the ever traditional chicken pad Thai. And I always get it spicy because it's amazing. And Gina got her basil chicken. Oh, Thai basil with chicken. I'm sorry. You gotta say the name right when you go to a Thai place. Bamboo, bell peppers, and onions, if you're unaware. Thai food is so good. One of the tops for sure. One of the tops when it comes to food. Logical Raptors fan says shrimp fried rice is OP. Yo, shrimp fried rice is good too. I feel like I prefer chicken fried rice though. Over shrimp fried rice. Shrimp fried rice is really, really good. Don't get me wrong. but just something about like a good chicken fried rice. Kristen says Popeyes here is so bad. What? You have a bad Popeyes? Oh man, that's not fun. If you get a good Popeyes, oh my goodness. It's pretty up there when it comes to chicken places. I'm a huge fan of Cane's myself, just because, you know, the Cane sauce, the dipping sauce. Cane sauce is like crack. It's so good. You just dip everything in it. I love the meme where it's the 4-picture meme, and like you just what to dip in your Cane sauce. It's like chicken, fries, the bread, the Texas toast that they serve, and then the box that it all comes in. Oh my goodness. City Nick says except for their biscuits, those are sand. The biscuits at Popeyes, is that what you're talking about? I don't know if I eat the biscuits usually. I just get like the chicken tenders and some fries. Yes, you got to get the meal, right, to get the biscuit. Isla, are you just messing up my stuff in there in the drawers? All right, no shiny Starly. We're looking good. Also no shiny Chimchar. Not fun. Not fun at all. We go again, fam bam. We go again. Logical Raptors fan says there's some local owner places that have killer chicken, but it's a long wait. They are busy, yo, for sure. The local places are always the best. Scott Shadows, welcome to the chat, my friend. How are you doing on this wonderful Taco Tuesday, Scotty boy? And how are your tacos tonight, my friend? Best biscuit in Canada is Red Lobster's famous biscuits. Yo, the cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster, those things are fire. Those are so good. You can't go wrong with the cheddar biscuit from Red Lobster. Gotti, I miss you, dude. I miss you too, my friend. I'm glad you stopped into chat tonight. Thanks for stopping in. I love to see you here. Y'all, if you don't already know, I think Scotty's been in a couple streams before, but if you don't know, Scott Shadows is a IRL friend of mine. I went to high school with him. He's such a good dude. Such a good person. Everyone say hi to him. Drop some sparkles in the chat for Mr. Scott Shadows, please and thank you. Ralph says a fresh Popeye biscuit is underrated. An old one is bad for sure, but fresh, they can't be beat. Yo, I'm gonna have to side with Logical Raptors fan about the Red Lobster's biscuits, because I totally wasn't even thinking about Red Lobster's biscuits, but now that it's mentioned, that's the only thing that's on my mind. I can't stop thinking about it because of how good those suckers are. I would say those Red Lobster biscuits are unrivaled. They're unmatched. Uh-oh. No. Hey, babe. Okay. She's grabbing the modem off the stand over here. All right. I think we're okay now. God says, I haven't had tacos yet, but the night is still young. Yes, it is. There's still time for the delicious tacos. And it's Tuesday. You have to have tacos on Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Come on, loading screen. The wonderful joy of soft reset hunts in BDSP. Gold City Nick says, as a cook, I tend to disagree. Most of those biscuits are kind of dry. Well, actually, you know what's good is if you get okay, so you can get like the box version of the Red Lobster biscuits at the store, and you can make them and I tend to add like a little extra cheddar to them. Yo. But homemade or local is always better for sure. For sure. If you can ever go local or homemade against anything else, that's the way to go. I think the only thing that's probably better than homemade or local would be an In-N-Out burger. Because if you're going for like a good smash burger or like that style, the way the In-N-Out makes them, I don't know if you can beat that at home. In-N-Out's pretty up there. Vader says, have you heard of Gorillaz? Like the band or the music group? The Gorillaz? Is that what you're asking about, Vader? Just got back from the longest train ride ever. Yo, I don't miss those days. Those are not fun days. Would you have a Barstow run that just stuck you in the hole the whole time? Those are the worst. Turtle says my night is old. It's 10-11 for me. 10-11? Ooh, East Coaster. Kristen says, don't talk about In-N-Out. Crispy will show up. Yo, In-N-Out is so good. It's freaking so good. And people that try to compare White Castle to In-N-Out, I feel like it's just not even comparable. Like you're talking about apples and oranges. And then Five Guys and In-N-Out, two different things entirely. Entirely two different things. Pokemon Go Master, welcome back. Welcome back. Y'all, if you haven't already, please drop a like on the stream. It does help push the video to the YouTube algorithm, encouraging others to come in and join the fam bam so we can shiny hunt and hang out together and do cool things. It's free for you. It's cool for me. Takes 2 seconds. Just hit the thumbs up on the bottom of your screen. And it helps with algorithm stuff, because we all know how that works. Pokemon Ghost Master says, do you like Raising Cane's? I was just talking about the sauce from Raising Cane's and how good it is. I do like Raising Cane's. McDonald's came out with McCrocs. I'm gonna have to be frank with y'all. I think Crocs suck. I haven't worn a pair of Crocs, and I know like the argument for them, at least from what my brother says, is that they're like the most comfortable things to wear, but you will never catch me dead in a pair of Crocs. Those things are so hideous. Those are the most hideous pair of shoes you could wear. I'm just gonna throw it out there, and you can hate me for it all you want, but I can't get on board. I can't get on board with the Crocs. Ralph says, I miss In-N-Out so bad, and White House is nothing like it. White Castle, you mean? Yeah, it's like a completely different thing. But the Midwesterners love White Castle. The little burgers. I feel like it's different. It's good in its own way, you know? But they're not comparable. It's like Five Guys and In-N-Out. Pax says, do you compete or do you watch parties for VGC? I do not compete in VGC. But I just follow the circuit. It's super interesting to me. I've thought about putting some teams together. We did a little VGC community tournament in our Discord, which was super fun. So that was cool. Do you compete, Pax, in VGC stuff? Do like to follow the tournament, the weekends, and how the standings go and all that kind of stuff, though. And it's just super cool to me, like how like how do I explain it? Like in the moment, those players that continually top the tournaments, they're their decision making in those moments is so cool. It's so good. Shadow says they're fire. What are fire? Crocs? Are you talking about the Crocs? Oh man, you can't like Crocs, Scott. Bader says Crocs. Really, we need to talk. Yeah, I'm not a Crocs fan. Pokemon Go Master says, did you get a shiny Chimchar yet? Not yet, my friend. That's why I'm still running through these briefcase simulators like it's going out of style. White Castle, and as a Midwestern resident, I can speak for all of us. White Castle is not only good when you haven't had it, it's only good when you haven't had better. It's actually, well, White Castle's pretty good. Oh, Pax, you deleted your message. I was just gonna get to reading it. Logical Raptors fan says toasted hamburger buns are OP for sure. Anytime we make hamburgers at home, you gotta toast the buns. If you don't toast the buns, you're doing something wrong. Pokemon Go Master says, I hope you get shiny luck. Spam clovers in the chat, everyone. Thank you for the spam. Don't spam too much though, because I don't want the chat bot to ban you or to pause you. Turtle says, I'm trying to get my Magearna from completing the home Pokedex. Ooh. That's an achievement in itself. Kristen says, they close our Red Robin though, and I like their fries. Red Robin, yum. Says no shinies for the Croc hater. Oh no. Maybe that's why the shiny hasn't showed up yet. It's because I'm not a fan of the Crocs is why. Pokemon Go Master, good night. Have a good night, my friend. See you Tuesday and then Sunday. I will see you on those days. Wolf City Nick says McDonald's is honestly not good. It's mostly oil, sadly. It's mostly oil. It's like those videos that surfaced of the chicken nuggets being like it's like pink sludge or whatever. It's a little disturbing when you're eating pink sludge nuggets. It doesn't sit well. Turtle says I have 723 of the 1025. Yo, you're almost there, Turtle. That's a good chunk. I wonder how many I have. I haven't even looked in a long time. Pokemon Go Master, try to remember me. I will remember you, my friend. When you show up next week on Tuesday, I will remember you. Believe it or not. I don't have a memory of an elephant, but it's okay. It's not super forgetful. Vader says I got an Ultra Ball. What, you just like found a random one? Or you mean like a real life Ultra Ball? Ultra Balls are super useful. What's everyone's favorite Pokeball design wise? What's your favorite Pokeball design wise? Ba 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 ba. Logical Raptors fan says I have a Pokemon Go cheat and I went and caught the region locked Pokemon. the spoofing or whatever they're called. I think Kristen and Ralph were talking about that in the last stream about the Pokemon Go spoofs or the like apps that you can get that allow you to walk around without moving. Also says I want the IRL Pokeballs. The luxury dive and premiere would be first. The luxury ball is so good. So freaking good. Pokemon Go Master, we'll see you, buddy. Pokemon Go Master says good night to everyone. What's the black and red one? The luxury ball with the gold rim. That one's so good. The cherish ball. Oh, the cherish ball, that's when you get like when you get gift Pokemon. Max is calling out the dream ball as their favorite. Yo, the dream ball is a good shout. The dream ball is the black and blue one with the moon on it, right? The cherish ball is the all red and black one for sure. Which one's the Pokeball that has like the white bottom with the black and blue top and the moon the moon on it? That's not the dream ball because I think the dream ball is the pink one with a moon on it, right? And then the black and blue one is just the moon ball, right? And it can catch Pokemon that evolve from the moonstone better. Pax says that's the moon. Yeah, that's the moon ball. Okay. Right. The dream ball is the pink one that has the moon on it. And then the moon ball is the black and blue one with the moon on it. No pink monkey. Turtle says the original ball is one of my top 5. The just good old classic red top, white bottom, looking like a Voltorb Pokeball. I'm thinking of the red and black stripes with yellow circle. Red and black stripes with a yellow circle? The level ball? The level ball is yellow and black with like a V on it, a red V on it. It's supposed to be the less than sign. The luxury ball is technically red and black, right? Because it's all black with like a little bit of red trim and then it has the gold band. The luxury ball is so good. Gulf City Nick likes the repeat ball. Yo, I've got a shiny Raichu and a repeat ball. Was the one. The fastball is pretty cool too with the lightning bolt on it. It's like the Harry Potter ball. Do we got some Harry Potter fanatics in the chat tonight? If you were sorted by the sorting hat, which house would you get sorted to? The timer ball is red and black too. Oh yeah, it is. It's like white with red and black on it. That's true, Ralph. That's true. City Nick says I would get sorted to Azkaban. I haven't heard that one before, but that's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. Axe says God hates me, so probably Hufflepuff. Hey, Hufflepuff has some good qualities. Cedric Diggory was in Hufflepuff. Cedric Diggory is one of my favorite characters from Harry Potter. Kristen says Gryffindor. Duh, yo, you and me both, Kristen. You and me both. Ralph says I'd be House Gryffindor or Slytherin. Ooh, a true Potter fan right there. Logical Raptors fanatic says probably Ravenclaw. I think if Gina were to get sorted, she would get sorted to Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. Yeah, she would be Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. She's saying ew. She says that she's Gryffindor. I guess Gina doesn't like Hufflepuff either. You guys probably can't hear her in the background, but she's squirming about it. Kristen says I was thinking of the luxury ball. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It's got like, it's all black with some red trim, and then it has the gold band in the middle. Kristen says I'd end up being Myrtle, moaning Myrtle. Pax says Newt is the GOAT. Yo, I love Newt Scamander. He's such a good character. Such a good character. The Magical Beasts series. I finally watched all 3 of those movies. Like probably a month ago now. Gina and I kind of binged them in a couple days. We had already, when her and I first started dating, we watched the first 2 Magical Beast movies. And then that the third one came out I think right before Isla was born, and we never watched it. And then now it's out on streaming service, and we watched all 3 of them like back to back to back within like probably a week's time, I think. Turtle says I'd be the kid with the red hair. Which one? One of the Weasley kids? All of the Weasleys have fire red hair and freckles. The Weasleys are such a good family of wizards. Such a good family of wizards. Ron Weasley. When I was in high school, there was this like stupid YouTube video spoof that was like a Harry Potter song. Logical Raptor says Beast isn't Harry Potter though. Where's Harry? It happens before Harry, I think. I think it's like a prequel, because it's like the backstory behind how Dumbledore kind of like rises to fame. Hand-me-down robes must be a Weasley. Yes. A classic Potter line. Through and through. All right, Rowan. Just do me a solid and leave me a shiny. Right here. Also says, which streaming services are they on? I think they're on Max. I think they're all on HBO. I'm pretty sure the whole entire Harry Potter collection is on Max. Oh, Pax says they're on Peacock too. Peacock 2. I feel like Peacock's a pretty good streaming service. That's one that I don't have, but I always hear odd things that are on it. What was the baby dragon's name? The baby dragon's name. Oh, are you talking about the baby dragon that Hagrid gets? Oh, what was his name? He gets a baby dragon in the first movie, or book, I should say. Alf says I'll get Peacock so I can watch it and Bel Air. Yo, Bel Air looked like a pretty good series. It looks like a dark kind of version of Fresh Prince, right? Did that show release already? I remember seeing previews for it a while back, and I never I never kept up with it. LCD Nick says I don't have any streaming apps, but that's fine. Yo, you don't need them. They're just a money suck. I do like having Paramount Plus though, because that's my way of watching all of the Italian Serie A matches. Kristen says Norbit. That's right. That's the baby dragon's name. Norbit. Need to close that down. Okay, there we go. Says season 3 is out. Oh my goodness, I'm so far behind then. I remember seeing the preview for like the first season and thinking, you know what, I gotta watch that, and I never did. Bel Air is great, definitely a more serious tone than the original. It's on season 3. Yo, I'm way behind that then. Max says I got Paramount to watch Rocket Power with my nephews. Yo, Rocket Power was so good. I remember watching Rocket Power with my little brother as a kid. I think I was in like probably junior high, early high school age, and he was like just a youngster, like super young, like kindergarten maybe. I've got a pretty good age gap between myself and my younger brother. All of my younger brothers, actually. They're what? 10, 11, and 13 years younger than me, I think. A pretty big gap there. I think I was 10 or 11 when the first one was born, and then the next one was born a year later, and then the third one was born 2 years after that, or I think. If I remember correctly. But yeah, Rocket Power was good. That's back when like the X Games were super popular. Whatever happened to the X Games, right? I feel like it just kind of fell off, the popularity of the X Games. But we did get, they did like freestyle skateboarding in the Olympics in Paris. Kristen says I have a brother that's 4 years older, a sister 8 years older, and another sister 16 years older. Yo, those are some pretty big age gaps there. I always remember like doing the Rocket Power handshake, or like the high five fist bump and the woogity 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 woogity. The good times. The good Rocket Power times. Come on, Rowan and Dawn, get out of here already and leave me a shiny pink monkey. Oh man, my freaking eyelashes keep tangling up. All right, is this gonna be the one? 1637 here. $16.37. Let's go. No shiny Starly. No shiny Chimchar. On to the next one we go. Oh. Ralph with the woogity woogities. That was such a good show. They'd always do the fist bump and then they would do the fingers, the woogity 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 woogity. Since speaking of Harry Potter, I named my Pommo's last evolution Dudley. Dudley Dursley. That's a good name for Pommo. Pomot, I mean. Pomot is the final evolution. I like the Pommy line. I think the Pommy line's pretty sweet. I mean, I probably have some bias, you know, being that I am a Raichu fan and all. Just love the electric typing in general. Electric type is my favorite type. But I'm always part of the grass gang for starters, baby. All right, come on now. Throw me the shiny Chimchar. Where are you? I need you to come to me. It's odd that we haven't had a blue or masked figure haven't been in chat at all tonight. Usually they're always around. I hope they're okay. Okay, let's do this. I think I'm gonna try and get to like 1650 before my usual bathroom break. I think I can do it. Maybe 1660. Then we'll really push it. I'd like to get to 1700 tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it that far. I don't feel like I've been very on top of the briefcase rotation tonight. My A button mashing has been a little off. Lock it in. Maybe I can push myself to get farther into the hunt. Says you're going way faster than me. Am I really? Okay. Well, that's good. I guess I'm keeping on a decent pace then. I just hit 3,300 encounters in Soul Silver. Still no shiny starter there either. It is kind of nice though, because like in my Soul Silver hunt for the shiny starter, I'm technically encountering 3 Pokemon in a row, you know? All 3 shinies that I would take. From generation, it's like I'm doing generation 4, you know? Per stream, because I've got Soul Silver up on the DS on my desk, and then I'm shiny hunting Chimchar in a briefcase simulator. What's y'all's favorite remake or like revisit to a previous region that we've already had? And I would say Legends Arceus can go in this group too. So if Legends Arceus is your favorite revisit to a previous Pokemon region, you can call that one out. Otherwise, like out of, you know, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Oras, Soul Silver, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, if you pick that, I guess. I don't think anyone would, but maybe you do. Pack says Oras is their favorite. I need to play that. I need to play Oras. I'm gonna get through my shiny badge quest of Soul Silver, and then I'm gonna play Omega Ruby. But I think when I play Omega Ruby, I'm just gonna do like a standard playthrough. Ralph says I really like Fire Red, Leaf Green for sure. Do you feel like that's a nostalgia thing, Ralph? Because I felt that way about Fire Red and Leaf Green for a while. But recently I went back and played through some of that game. I think I'm to like the Rocket Lair in that game. And And playing it again, I haven't played it in probably, I hadn't played Fire Red and Leaf Green since probably college. So it's been some good time. But I feel like going back to that game, especially after playing the modern games, it's not as fun as I remember it. Or it's not as like nice as I remember it, I guess. Ralph says I didn't play the newer remakes thing. Yo, me too. Me too. I only played Fire Red Leaf Green, and then obviously I played Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. But I didn't play Oras or Heart Gold Soul Silver. Axe says me as a kid dealing with overworld poison. Yo, for real. That was so anxiety inducing. I remember my first playthrough of Pokemon Blue, and I hated when my Pokemon would get poisoned. Especially like when you're playing the beginning of the game through Viridian Forest. I ran from every Weedle because that sucker with Poison Sting. Oh, the doggies. That sucker with Poison Sting, I know that the percentage was low that your Pokemon would get poisoned, but I kid you not, that percentage was high. I hated that. And I was the type that I would grind in Viridian Forest. I would grind all my Pokemon before I faced Brock to level 10. So any Pokemon that I had before Brock, I would grind them to level 10 in Viridian Forest, because the theory behind that is all of the Pokemon in Viridian Forest are the bug Pokemon, you know, so they're pretty weak. And if you get Pikachu, you could either catch it, or usually by the time you would start encountering Pikachu, usually the Pikachus that you encounter in Viridian Forest are pretty low level. So you can usually like 1 or 2 shot it, but like Caterpies are usually pretty easy to knock out. And then if you ever get Kakuna or Metapod, they would give you like so much experience and you would take no damage from them. So like you wouldn't have to worry about going back to the Pokemon Center as often. So I'd always grind my Pokemon up to level 10 there. Less trips to the Pokemon Center. More experience grinding. But yeah, that overworld poison, man, I'll tell you what, I hated Weedle for that reason. I don't think I even knew what Beedrill was for the longest time, just because I hated Weedle so much. I feel like a lot of the community though highly regards Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I think it's just because it was the one time that Game Freak did a remake, but not just any remake. Like they fully brought that game to the modern era that was at the time. With like X and Y, right? All the game mechanics, all of the quality of life changes to the Pokedex, everything. No pink monkey. Darn it. On we go. Overworld poisoning haunts me to this day. It makes me it reminds me of like so you remember when your Pokemon would get closer to fainting, the overworld poisoning would tick like every step instead of like every couple steps when you were like when your Pokemon was real close to fainting. Oh no. Ralph says I want a new 3DS XL so I can play those games, to play Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. You could probably find, I think, what is it, the 2DS XL for a lot cheaper if you're just looking for like a cheap way to play it. Says anxiety. I remember that for sure. Yeah. As your Pokemon got lower in health with the poisoning, and every poison tick, usually it would be like every third step, I think it was, right? And then as your Pokemon got to like less than 10% health, it's like every step. It's like bugga, 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 bugga. Oh man. And the whole screen would blink. You're just chugging to the Pokemon Center. It always reminded me of like Ash taking Pikachu to the Pokemon Center from the first couple episodes of the anime. Oops. Pack says it's crazy that the 3DSs are more expensive than the Switch Lite sometimes. Yo, for real. Like especially those the new 3DS XLs are super pricey. They probably cost more online as like buying a used one than they were brand new. How much was that console on drop, I wonder? I'm gonna Google it right now. How much did the new 3DS XL cost at launch? Look at that. Google's so smart. It used to cost $200 at launch. And it's like, I think you can't get one for less than that. And depending on the model that you get, it can be more than that. Ralph says, I want the 3DX because once my life settles, I plan to start streaming. Oh, nice. Oh, so you want the new 3DS XL so that you can send it off to gosh dang it, what's the dude that made there's a mod that he made that allows you to put a capture card on it's a capture card mod for the 3DS. What is his name? I can't think of it right now. But anyways, if you have a new 3DS XL, you can ship it off to this guy in the States that will add his modified capture card to your 3DS. Access with no one online though, it still kills me for real. Especially because that's the crazy thing, right? You would think that with the store closure that those prices would have dropped, but they didn't. They just held strong the whole time. I think too because so many people mod those devices. I saw a YouTube page that just constantly talks about like modding the 3DS device, and like all the things that you can do with it, which is pretty crazy. Like how you can add different apps, customize the screen background, things like that, and then different games that you can still add to it and circumvent the whole 3DS store closing. Vader, welcome back. I need one more gym, baby. The final gym. You're doing Brilliant Diamond, right? Or Shining Pearl? Remind me again, Vader, which one you're playing. The electric type gym leader. Volkner, right? I think his name's Volkner. Shining Pearl. Got it. The same one that I'm playing. Did y'all ever hunt in the friend safaris? In the 3DS era? That's that one shiny hunting method I have not tried still is the radar hunts. The Poke radar hunts in this game. I have not done them. I think the Poke Radar hunts were better in the original Diamond and Pearl though, right? Because of the way the mechanics work or something like that. The chances for your chain to break is higher in the older games, but you're more guaranteed shiny, I think it is. The way that the shiny rates work or something like that. So if you can get your chain to continue, it's probably better. But it's a lot easier to keep your chain going in BDSP. Vader says I'm the only one left. No, Vader, you're just the only one in shorts chat. That's all. The rest of the fam bam's over in the normal chat. If you stay there, I bet Ralph pops over. He likes the shorts chat. X says I got Pokemon X a week before the servers went down. Oh no. No bueno. No bueno. That's one shiny hunting method that you won't be able to do again, sadly. But with the 3DS store closing, it's been what, a year since it closed now? I think once we have enough time pass between the 3DS store closing and like a new console, or just enough time passed since then. Wait, stream elements. Yeah, Vader, you could type exclamation point 8-ball in chat and the stream bot will respond. Or exclamation point Twitter. Any of those things. But what I was gonna say is, once there's enough time between the 3DS store closing and like modern times, we'll probably hopefully get some sort of ports of the classic games, or maybe the GBA games or something of that sort. I feel like Game Freak is holding off on releasing those because of the fact that like so many people purchased the virtual games before the 3DS store closed, like when time was running out, because they gave like that month notice before it closed. So they probably had a huge spike in sales on those virtual console games. And if they would have just like turned around and released all those games for the Switch, people would be so pissed. I think once we get enough time away from the 3DS store closing, like a 1.5 to 2 year mark, I bet will be the sweet spot. It'll be enough time from the 3DS store closing that if they were to release ports of those classic games again, like for purchase on the Switch Online, people won't be like as upset about it, and more people will be willing to either buy them again or buy them for the first time on the Switch. And two, I think it's all but confirmed that the new Switch is going to be backwards compatible, so that'll help too. Says when they take Transporter and Bank away, they have to be gearing up for it at least. Yeah, for sure. That's probably when it'll all transfer over. Or they'll do something with like with Virtual Console on the Switch. All right, let's see it, Rowan. Let's see the shiny Chimchar this time. Give it to me, baby. No Chimchar. On we roll. wish that the soft resets on the Switch were smoother. I wish it wasn't so clunky. You know? The clunk. That's the same? Yeah, for real. I feel like even like a shiny hunting, this exact same shiny hunt on Diamond or Pearl on a DS console would probably be better than the Switch console, because the reset I feel like is so much quicker. For one, I don't think it helps that I purchased a digital version of the game. So there's that. It has to like go through, the Switch has to go through its checks, you know, to make sure that I'm capable of playing this game. It's not like on a different console yet, or up like open on another console. And then it has to go through all of its like load up stuff that it does, which I feel like older Pokemon games don't have as much of a load up screen as what these do. Says I've been switching between Chimchar on Brilliant Diamond and Tepig on Black 2, and it's so much faster on the 3DS. Yeah, all of those games. I think too, like I was saying, if you did you purchase a digital copy of Brilliant Diamond, or do you actually have the cart in your Switch? Because I think that makes a decent difference as well. Vader says Candace looks like Team Clover and she also has Abomasnow. Isla's just looking like Ace Ventura right now. Good night, I love you. Hold on, chat. All right, had to give baby Isla her good night kiss before she goes to sleepy. Pax, you're playing on a cartridge. Do you notice that the load in time for your game's quicker than mine at all? When you go back to the home screen, cancel the software and then reload it. I feel like Abomasnow is such a forgettable Pokemon. The one thing it has going for him is snow warning. Like that keeps him like in everyone's memory, you know? That 4 times weak to fire probably isn't good though. Doesn't matter how great your health point total is or what your defensive stats are, when your 4 times weakness is to one of the most popular types. Only faster not checking the online stuff? Yeah, for sure. I bet it's much smoother. I should have just bought a physical game. The thing is I got my copy of Shining Pearl, I think on release day. And I didn't want to like drive down to the store, so I just bought it on the Switch Online store because it was easier. But I kind of regret it because I like having the physical cartridges now. Vader says too true about Abomasnow. It's so sad. That poor guy. I like having the physical cartridges though now, so like I can keep it in my collection, you know? Like this kind of stuff. have it with Violet or with Scarlet and Violet. But the one thing that's crazy, if you think about it, okay, so Diamond and Pearl had day one patches, or BDSP, I'm sorry. BDSP had day one patches. So one thing that's super crazy to think about is if you go buy a hard copy of BD or Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, and then let's say like down the road that the same thing happens to the Switch that happened to the 3DS, right? That Nintendo decides to close the stores, close the online support, all of that for the 3DS, or like for the Switch, like it did for the 3DS. That game will be no longer playable unless you already installed the patches on your hardware. How wild is that to think about? Ilka and Game Freak released an unfinished game that was patched day one. I don't know that that'll ever happen. I feel like Nintendo probably has intentions to just keep the Switch and its whatever successor. I think that the Switch like online store, the Nintendo store, is set up to move into the future with whatever consoles that they bring in, because it's based off of like a Nintendo account now. It's not just like a 3DS account or whatever console at the time's account, you know? It's like a full-blown Nintendo account. Vader says, bro, what? Yeah, it's crazy to think about that. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl had a day one patch. The games were released physical, unfinished, knowing, so like they weren't finished with the game. They had already packaged everything, sent it out to distributors, got it all ready to go into the stores, and then just pre-planned that they were releasing a digital patch day one for the game. The day that the game releases, it's a patch, so that your software, as soon as you put the cartridge in, it just knows to connect to the internet and download the patch. But if Nintendo ever closes the Switch online store or denies access to the internet for the Switch, and you have a physical cartridge of that game, no good. Unless your hardware already has the patch installed. Says I just got all of them in the last 2 months because my comic store was selling them for $30. Just got a Switch also. Yo, that's so clutch. It's sad to see that a lot of like physical retail stores like that are starting to go out of business. It's unfortunate. Like comic book stores, video game stores, things like that, because of the rise in digital, and then also just big box stores kind of dominate those markets. Like Walmart and GameStop. Jelana says, sorry, I had to go MIA. Had to do raid leader stuff for my Final Fantasy group. Yo, no worries, buddy. How was your raiding tonight? Were you successful? Did you get any good loot? Any good loot in tonight's raid? Vader says, I got sent to Canalave City and I'm trying to defeat the ice gym. Just take a fire type Pokemon in there. Except for against Paloswine or Mamoswine. No raids tonight, they just start tomorrow. Oh, gotcha. I've been hard stuck on a boss. B pun intended. Oh, it's like a bee. The boss is a bee. Talking about that is such a beautiful game. It's Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 10, 5, 1 behind stuff. Yeah, 14. She's a pop idol that fuses with a bee. Her name's Honeybee Lovely. Oh my god. What kind of storyline leads up to that? Final Fantasy 14 online. Yeah, that game is so beautiful. Her music is amazing. Well, that's good. Is it all obtainable in game? Be very surprised it makes sense. Her fusing with the bee makes sense, or like her being the boss that you lead up to. Access Final Fantasy is so amazing. It's such there's so many fans to go behind Final Fantasy. It has such good fan backing. Oh, Vader doesn't have to go across the whole map. That's why you're mad. Ah, I see. I see. To answer both questions, yes, Lana says. Okay. Easy enough. You can get music scrolls and put the music on in your bedroom. Really? That's cool. Is your bedroom like a home base for your character in the game? Can other characters like adventure to your bedroom? And you get to like put your collectibles on display for other people in the MMO. Honestly, Final Fantasy 14 in particular is the best. It's a culmination of all games condensed into one. The last question, yes. The last question, which one was my last question? You can buy a house or an apartment bedroom. Ah, I gotcha. Okay, and then other characters or other players can go visit your home. Vader says, I don't need ice. You said icy. I did. Oh, I see. I got you. I said I see. Okay. I get what you said. I get where you're coming from now. And you can build it how you want, get people to come in and see. That's pretty cool. So you can like decorate your place how you want, and then other friends can go in and check out your place and be like, yo, your place is sick. It's kind of like in real life. Like if you have a cool room and you have friends come over and you're like, yo, check out my cool room. People have actually modeled their dream homes for real life in Final Fantasy 14. No shot. No shot. Lana says, I forgot your second question. Don't worry about it. I think I forgot it too. Controller died and you can't play now, Vader? Oh, that's the pits. That is the pits. Kristen says virtual cribs back in discussion. You just brought Kristen back from the dead, Lana. You may have another guild member soon. Kristen heard you could make a virtual crib, and now the game is in. That's the pits. Yeah, for real. Controller dies. That is not fun. The amount of detail you can do in Final Fantasy 14 is kind of insane. Can you super customize your character too? Like I know in World of Warcraft you had quite a bit of customization you could do, but like I think in Final Fantasy it's even more, right? Says I'm working on my Pokemon Go buddies while listening. Oh, gotcha. No worries. Lurk away, Kristen. Lurk away. You need a ton of in-game money to get rolling, but you can do it. Peter says, am I going to stream until 12:30? Not 12:30 my time. No. But depending on what time it is for you locally, maybe. Normally I'll stream until about 9:30, 10 o'clock my time. So it's 10 after 8 my time. So about another hour and a half. They're making it so you can now do multiple dyes for your armor. Oh, that's pretty cool. Because I remember in World of Warcraft, you couldn't change like your armor color. It's just based off of whatever that armor was, you know? So that's pretty neat, like that you can customize wearables. Like 2 to 3 depending on the armor. That's pretty sweet. Doesn't World of Warcraft have like transmogs or something now that you can do all that stuff with too? Am I planning on beating the game with only 4 Pokemon? Yes, Pax, I am. Beating the game with only 4 Pokemon. That's how we're gonna do it. The Ninja Turtles of Pokemon, baby. Kristen says you could dye everything in Diablo 3. Really? They had that kind of customization in Diablo 3? Alf says I soft reset from a cartridge and it doesn't seem that much faster. Really? No way. Vader says 11 for me. My phone says 9. So Vader, you're East Coast. So yeah, I'll probably be on until about 12:30 your time. Transmog is literally just make your armor look like other armor. 14 takes it way further than that. Oh, I thought the whole thing behind like transmog on World of Warcraft was so that you could change the colors of your armor, right? But it was to like make your armor look like something completely different. I missed that memo. Shows how long I played that game for. Ash could never. Ash could never customize his Pokemon. Transmog is just make your current armor look like other armor. No color swaps unless the armor you have is a color swap. Ah, I see. I see. Okay. And not icy, Vader. I see, like I get it now. Lana says I love the years I put into WoW, but 14 is just better. Have you tried getting any of the Clouded Minds group over to Final Fantasy 14? Or do they all still just pretty much stick in WoW? I see them pretty active in the new WoW expansion. Oh, Ash could never beat the league with only 4 Pokemon? That's for sure. Ash could barely beat the league. I don't think Ash actually beat the league. Ash was always just kind of given titles. Lana says I tried so hard to get them over. They just weren't having it, huh? They're too comfortable in the Blizzard world. Don't blame them though, because I kind of have that same like nostalgia factor for Blizzard, you know? And if you grew up playing all of the Blizzard games and just like those IPs and those characters, it's tough to walk away from. No one gets off the Blizzard Kool-Aid. I feel like once you drink it, you're stuck. Unless you just go to something completely different. I don't know. Final Fantasy 14 has shown that there's plenty of people that have jumped the Blizzard ship onto a different game. But maybe that's just because they play both now, right? I bet a lot of the player base for the games are intermingled. To be fair, it is asking a lot. 14 is a hard sell because the base game is a rough go and a slog to get through. But once you're past that, the story just rockets in quality to the moon and beyond. Nice. I feel like the base game of WoW always sucked too. Like getting your character up to raid levels was just such a grind. I mean, that's why Blizzard made it to where you can just pay for a boost, you know? Does Final Fantasy have that too? Where you can just pay for your boost and get to in-game stuff right away? Kristen says, I'm just familiar with an artist that used to work for Blizzard. I grew up playing StarCraft 2, like a lot of StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 was the main reason why I stopped playing Pokemon as a kid. Real-time strategy was so good. Stupid bug. I remember on my parents' old Dell computer playing a lot of Diablo 2 and even more StarCraft 2. Like I just used to go over and over again with StarCraft 2 battles. The fastest maps where you just get like insane money gatherers and they would have like the minerals right next to your home base. Just massive like rush spawns with Zerg. That was my favorite race to be. Pac says, when did you get back into Pokemon? With the Switch. So I played Gens 1 and 2 and a little bit of 3 and then a huge gap in my Pokemon playing. And then when Sword and Shield released on the Switch is when I bought my Switch. And I got Pokemon Shield. And that's what brought me back into the Pokemon space. I wasn't as like deep into it as I am right now because I was still playing quite a few other games. So like Lana, for instance, Trelana Bloodwind in chat. I used to do a chair league with them for another Blizzard game called Heroes of the Storm. And it's basically Blizzard's like League of Legends. And so I played that for a lot of time. And I just kind of cycled in the Pokemon games between. But when Arceus dropped was when I really like sank into it because so when Arceus dropped, shortly after they made the announcement for Scarlet and Violet, I had already beat Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and done a lot of work on the Pokedex, like collecting, because I kind of missed like Gen 4, you know, so collecting the Pokemon was super exciting for me. And then when Arceus came out, I played the crap out of that game. Eli, welcome to the chat. How we doing tonight, Eli? How were your tacos this evening, Eli? But yeah, so Arceus, played a ton of that, and then up until the Scarlet and Violet release, and then I got Violet, and Violet was when I like dove in. I was determined to complete a Pokedex, and not just any Pokedex. My goal was to get a living dex in Violet, and I did that. And then when the DLC releases came out, did it for both DLC releases, and then I got into streaming, and now I'm here. Artist now teaches YouTube art. That's super cool. I love it. Probably some pretty cool art if they were an artist for Blizzard. Did they work on the Diablo games? The artist, Kristen? Alana says it's separate boosts. You have story boost to skip the story, and then there's job boost. WoW makes you make a ton of other characters to play new jobs. 14, you make one character and they get all jobs. Ah, yeah, because WoW, you could only have like 2 jobs per character, right? Eco strats. Oh, are you talking about the StarCraft 2 matches? Yeah. Down with the bugs, up with the Terran. You were a Terran player? Ooh. We wouldn't have got along then. says, thanks for that. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. I like talking about my my Pokemon history. I've always had a love for it. Like even when I fell out of playing with Pokemon, a lot of it was because like I got into other games, but also originally like when I was in high school was when Ruby and Sapphire came out. And so I had hit a time where like I was at an age where it wasn't cool to play Pokemon anymore, you know, like that's kid stuff. At least that's what was in my head. But I never disliked it. I just thought to myself, well, I can't play that because that's for kids. So like I was always like enjoying it from afar, you know? And I played Ruby or Sapphire. I'm sorry. I played Sapphire up to like the second badge or so. But when I went to college, I sold my GBA and like all of my games and collection because I think I got like the newest Xbox or something. I traded all of it in with my old Xbox to get a new Xbox, and I was a dumb college student that was just wanting to get the newest Xbox with like the newest game or something. But yeah. So then it kind of just like went to the wayside, and then I didn't really track it through like Black and White or X and Y. Sun and Moon I knew a little bit about, but not like I knew about it because they had done all the regional variants, you know, like the Alolan Raichu, Alolan Sandshrew, that was all cool. So I knew about all that stuff. And then when Shield came out, it was like I was an adult by then. I had my own money, good money to like spend on video gaming and computers. So I was doing both. Mark Brunette. I'm not sure who that is. Rear with the gear. Yeah. The Terran coming in with the siege tanks. Dude, the siege tanks were so annoying. I hated those things. Every time I played against a Terran player, I would just like, I would either build up a ton of Zerglings and Mutalisks, or just pray that I could outspeed them on upgrading my Hydralisks, and hope that my Hydras would survive the spam. Or I would just like micro the interactions when my Hydra swarms would come in on the siege tanks. I would like right click them all the way up to the tank so they were out of range of the explosion bombs. Could be Widow Mine spam. Oh, I think that was I didn't play a lot of the expansion. All right, Rowan. Leave me. Yo, if this one's the shiny, it'd be on a palindrome. 1661. The pro scene's always fun to watch. Yeah, that was like one of the first like official esports was StarCraft and the real-time strategy battling. I haven't watched in a long time, but I know that they still do StarCraft tournaments and stuff. Do they still have competitions at BlizzCon for StarCraft? You would know, Lana. You went to BlizzCon last summer, right? Didn't get our palindrome shiny. Darn it. Darn it. No, they're all done with StarCraft. They've moved on to just mythic raids in World of Warcraft. And what is it, the PvP battles, the capture the flag stuff? All the pro esports for Blizzard is dead except for Overwatch, and that's also dying. Though I feel like Overwatch is pretty healthy, right? It's just, what's gosh dang it, what's the freaking first person shooter by Riot? Mythic raid races. Yeah, the mythic raid races are actually really cool. It's so insane to watch them do those like 5-man dungeons and just bum rush through them. It's insane how technical. Valorant, there you go, that's what I was trying to think of. I feel like because Valorant's popularity surpassed Overwatch, a lot of people feel like Overwatch is dying, but it doesn't seem like it's dying. It's just that Valorant's more popular. Good old Blizzard. Good old Blizzard, always ruining their own player base. Says fun fact, Final Fantasy 14 has something like that as well. It's ultimate raid racing and it's a slog. Oh, gross. They take 2 to 3 weeks off to work to figure out one raid boss. Are you kidding me? 2 to 3 weeks vacation from work just to figure out a raid boss? No, thank you. That seems like too much of a time sink. Has that much going on in one simple fight? Ugh. It is so cool though. I bet it's pretty intense. The only problem with that though is if there's like too many mechanics going on, it's hard for casual viewers to follow that. Like, it's easy for people that play the game to respect and appreciate what those pros do, but when there's so much going on, it's hard to follow like what's actually happening. You know? That's one thing that's really cool about like Pokemon esports and Pokemon battling for like the VGC competition. Everyone played Pokemon at some point as a kid. So when you watch the VGC double battles, it may seem weird at first that they're doubles, but like you catch on quick to what's going on. So like the basic mechanics of the game all make sense, you know? And then when you really get into it and understand like all of the intricacies behind it, the Pokemon abilities, switching in, when to switch in, trick room or no trick room team, like then it gets real cool and like super strategic. And the ability of some of the players to like the decision making that they do is so good. Casual players would enjoy Savage level content. Savage Final Fantasy 14 players enjoy ultimate races. Yeah, so like I said, the casual people enjoy something a little less sophisticated, and then so on and so forth. I think that's one big reason why like esports is super popular, but for one, I feel like people categorize all video games into one category when it shouldn't be that way, you know? Because you've got like your first person shooters that are different from like your MMOs, for instance. And then MMOs, even within an MMO, you have like the raid races or the dungeon races. And then you also have PvP where they're like doing capture the flag matches and territory holding. And then you got stuff like Rocket League that's just like on its own. It kind of like bridges the gap between those MMO type games and like the sports games, you know, like the Madden competitions and the FIFA competitions. And calling it all football. It's like watching football, which can be American football, soccer, rugby, etc., and calling it all football. For real. That's such a great like comparison. Oh, I'm out of water. All right, I'm gonna do 2 more encounters and then I'm gonna go use the restroom and get more water. And then I'll be back to finish out the night strong, baby. I know what I'm talking about sometimes. I think so. Off says, what's your favorite shiny legendary? Favorite shiny legendary. Oh no. I've always liked Entei's shiny. I know it's like super subtle, but something about Entei's shiny just, I feel like his shiny makes him look more intimidating and formidable, being like that it's more natural coloring. What else though? The Lotties are kind of cool, but I don't like the fact that they both go purple, you know? I wish they were a little more. I wish they were a little more creative with that. What's my least favorite though? Probably the Gen 4 legendaries, shinies. Those are like terrible. Only the megas are purple. Oh yeah, the megas are purple, but the Lotties have what? The teal and the yellow. Those are actually good shinies. Now that's right. Those are good shinies. I always get them mixed up with the megas. I don't know. Those are actually really good shinies. Now that you brought that up. What else? Gen 5. Virizian's shiny's kind of cool. Gen 6, the Bacon Bird. Not a fan. Not a fan. Xerneas shiny is okay. Which is weird because like my favorite color is blue too. So like all the blue hues with the white makes it look super clean, but it doesn't like call to me as a good shiny for some reason. A man of refined taste. I love the shiny beast, especially Entei. Yeah, Entei's is so good. Like I've just always been fond of Entei shiny. And Force too broad. There's some good shiny legendaries in there, but I'm guessing you just mean the box art. Yeah, just the box art legendaries from Gen 4. Palkia and Dialga are probably some of the worst shinies of all time. Kristen says, I hate Entei's. What does everyone think of Espeon? Pack says, I think Espeon looks like puke green. It's like an alien. I feel like Espeon's one of those ones where like either you love it or you hate it. And there's no in between on Espeon's shiny. It's just like, that's it. Pokemon fans, you ask any Pokemon fan, hey, what do you think of Espeon's shiny? And you're either, I love it or I hate it. And that's it. Lana says, so I don't drone on about Final Fantasy 14 all night. Legit question. Good Pokemon for a total noob to get into. My only request is that Vulpix is in the game because it's my favorite Pokemon of all time. Ooh. Good Pokemon for a total noob to get into. Are you talking like you want like a modern game to play? I would recommend Shield or Sword or Shield. Because if you do get Sword or Shield and you enjoy it and you want to do any sort of shiny hunting, the ability to shiny hunt legendaries in Dynamax Adventures, if you get the DLC for those games, is pretty epic. Ralph says it's a chocolate lion. It really is. Entei but it has like the gray plates on its face, so it looks more natural instead of like Pokemon-esque. And for some reason, I'm like drawn to that. especially when it comes to the legendaries. I like the subtle ones. Oh, you know what though? Shiny Galarian Zapdos is awesome. That's definitely my favorite, especially because it goes back to the original Zapdos's colors. Favorite legendary shiny, Galarian Zapdos. Done and dusted. Game over. Except you can't catch it. The only way you can get shiny Galarian Zapdos is if you got the gifts. That was it. Lana says, thank you. I'll look into Sword. Yeah, it's a good game too, because like it has all of the modern quality of life changes for any Pokemon game. But it's still like, if you like the old games, it's still nostalgic in the fact of like a traditional 8 gym trainer setup, you know, like you're on track throughout the whole thing. There's a wild area that you're allowed to like open roam in and catch other Pokemon. So that's really cool. The fact that you like Vulpix, you'll be able to catch one early on in that game. So that's cool. I think it's the third gym is the fire gym, and you have to either defeat or catch 3 Pokemon in that gym as the gym challenge. And one of them will be a Vulpix. So you can get Vulpix fairly early in that game. Kristen says, I don't agree. Entei's a daddy dog, not a lion. Yeah, there's a lot of arguments for it, but Entei's just a lion, and Raikou is a saber-toothed tiger, straight up. I feel like the most dog-like of the 3 beasts is Suicune. Also, they're all based on cats. Entei's a lion, Raikou's a tiger, and Suicune is a leopard. Yeah. We all grew up calling them dogs. For real, why were they always called dogs? I don't get it. They look like cats. Straight up. Suicune is more dog-like too. Raikou's the only feline one. I think Entei looks like a lion. He's very dog-like in the face though. It reminds me of like a what are those gosh dang it, what's the dog from the Lady and the Tramp, the little Scotty dog? I can't remember what that breed's called. But anyways, like in the face, Entei looks similar to that breed of dog. I guess I totally passed my count for using the restroom. I need to do it after this one. After this check. Pyroar is a lion. Yeah, Pyroar is just a straight lion. Like no questions asked. That one's definitely a lion. Ralph says I'm going off of what the artist said for the bases. Yeah. Pack says I'm sad I missed your shiny charm for Sword and Shield. Gonna have to go back when it's time to grind that. Yeah, I'll probably do some more. I don't know if I'll stream more of the decks like finishing. I might. Lana says also, as a totally objective, non-hardcore Pokemon fan, shiny Espeon looks like kale with purple eyes. Pass. Oh god. It's an alien. It just straight up looks like if you remember in the 90s and early 2000s how aliens were depicted or like imagined with that lime green, that like just bright green color with big eyes, that's what Espeon is. Espeon's shiny. He's just alien. All right. Here we go. Come on, Rowan. Leave me the shiny. 1668. Be the one. Kristen said I'm still mad looking at Zacian's feet. They look like hooves. Do they really? I've never really looked at them. Do Zamazentas look like hooves too, or can you even see Zamazentas through the shield? Process, I can't wait for those raids and Go. For the Zamazenta and Zacian raids. It's pretty annoying that that Game Freak has like put all of those legendary shinies in Go as like ways to pay to go on those raids. It's kind of annoying and not allow us to shiny hunt them in the games that they come from. But okay, anyways, with all of that being said, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. So hang tight, chat amongst yourselves, and we'll get back into more briefcase simulations as soon as I get back. All right, we're back, ready to go. Back into the game we go. What'd I miss out? What'd I miss out on? Zacian's this week in Go. Try to make a thumbnail, so I was staring at it for a bit. Oh gosh, that's how you notice the hoof feet. Access is the power creep pretty bad in Pokemon Go. I only get on occasionally for community day and haven't raided in a while, but do want them shinies. What are the shiny odds for those legendary raids? I feel like, Kristen, I feel like you've stated it before in streams in the past, but I can't remember what you had said. Couldn't Zacian have paws? He's got hooves? I'm gonna have to look this up now. Might be up there with Lugia having thumbs. For real. Any odds are 1 out of 20? So you get one free legendary raid a day that you can do, and then you can purchase or earn tickets, right? Is that what it is? Passes for the raids. And so will it just be like a weekend only thing? If I were to pick up Pokemon Go and try it just so that I can get those darn shinies, what do you have to do to get them? How much of a time sink is actually required? One free in-person pass a day, and then you have to grind coins or buy coins. Only 5 remotes a day. Ugh. This is sounding more and more like I don't want to do it. I just want to hold out until Game Freak finally gives up and allows the Pokemon community to shiny hunt the legendaries in game. Why would you make it possible to shiny hunt like every legendary from the past in Dynamax Adventures and not make another way to do that in Scarlet and Violet? That's what's boggling to me. And the fact that they always try to promote like, hey, Pokemon is a game that you play with your friends, so get online and play with your friends. Like Dynamax Adventures were perfect for that. You just get a group of people together and you shiny hunt in Dynamax Adventures for legendary Pokemon. And the odds are super good. 1 in 100 if you have the shiny charm. Like, what can get better than that? You know? But they were like, hey, Scarlet and Violet, no, we're not going to do anything fun like that for you guys. Don't get me wrong. The Terra raids have been nice. They've been fun. It's been cool to have those. And like the Mewtwo event was super cool. But the shiny locks on the legendaries are getting a little bit ridiculous. Unless they're going to do like some way, I don't know, like shiny gifts in the future, maybe. I don't know. It's like the shiny mythicals. There's certain shiny mythicals that like have never been obtainable unless you just hack them into the game. We know what they're supposed to look like, but they've never been available. I think Victini's one of them, right? Victini's shiny is, I think, really cool, if I remember correctly. But it's never been available. It's never even been given as like a gift. Nothing. Ralph says, I usually just do my 5 remotes a day and then get the shiny. Really? In 5 turns, you'll get the shiny? Ralph, how is your shiny luck that cracked that you just get like a shiny, a 1 out of 20 shiny on your within 5 tries? People go up to 50 plus though, and sometimes still don't get it. That's my luck. 50 raids and you don't get the shiny out of 1 in 20 odds. That would be so infuriating. Melissa, welcome to the chat. How are you doing tonight? How are your tacos today? You can get Zacian tomorrow. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it. There was a little bit of a trigger in my head that I would be like, oh, maybe. Access Hoopa, I think. Yeah, has not been shiny, like given out shiny. Yeah. Also says I got burnt on Zekrom, 37 or 38 raids and no shiny. Shake my head. The thing that's crazy about it too is like, from what I see on Twitter, it seems like Pokemon influencers or people in the Pokemon community that post consistently on social media about Pokemon Go tend to call it like pay as you go type thing. So like you can, like most of them pay money to get their shiny. Whereas I think a lot of us would rather just shiny hunt them in game, you know, like a static soft reset, just like traditional shiny hunting, you know? Tacos were fire. I also made white girl tacos tonight. Yo, wait, what constitutes as a white girl taco? I need a description of this. Necrozma during GoFest took 48 raids. Oh my gosh. YouTuber luck be real? I don't know about that. There's some YouTubers that don't have that great of shiny luck. Reshiram took me about 30 raids to get the shiny, so my luck is good most of the time, but I still have to pay those shiny taxes for real. Gotta pay the shiny gods the money they're owed. And by shiny gods, we mean Game Freak. Beef and cheese or white girl tacos, Kristen says. Melissa says ground beef, cheese, tomato, and beans. Yo, Kristen was spot on with it. They taste so good. I remember when my sister was with her daughter's father, they used to make these burritos they called white boy burritos. And my niece is named Charlie, so her dad was the one that would always do these. And they would take like the canned chili or like the pre-made chili, you know, and mix it in with the ground beef that they would make for tacos with like taco seasoning and everything. And then just do that with cheese and sour cream. And then like pan sear the tortilla or like grill press the tortilla. And they called them white boy taco or white boy burritos. And that was the same kind of situation. They were like super gringo style, but also like disgustingly good. Kristen says, let me clarify. Pokemon Go YouTuber luck. Okay, gotcha. The Pokemon Go YouTubers tend to get their shinies on like the first or second try. Do any of you guys follow Quick Panic? He does like he does some YouTube content. He mainly streams on Twitch though. But he's like part of the same shiny hunting group of friends with like Absol Blogs, which is the guy that started the whole like Safari Week shiny hunting. But anyways, point being is I think Quick Panic shiny hunts in Pokemon Go sometimes, but he's like a traditional full odds shiny hunter, loves to go back and shiny hunt Pokemon in like 1 in 8 1092 odds, or what is it, 8192? Yeah, 992 I think. Yeah, so like general 4 or generation 4 and before. And he constantly like posts about it too. So I'm not like that hardcore about, you know, sticking to tradition or what have you. But at the same time, I mean, I wish that we could shiny hunt some of these legendaries in these games on the console games. But I feel like a big reason why we don't, or why Pokemon shiny locks a lot of, excuse me, the legendaries and statics in the games is because they release some shiny on Pokemon Go and they want people to go back to Pokemon Go, I feel like. But from my understanding or my thinking of it, I feel like Pokemon Go player base and the game, like the standard games on console, they're pretty much two different player bases. There's some overlap, but it's like, it's not the same. No shiny and Soul Silver. Darn it. Melissa says they taste so good because I fry the tortillas too, and it just adds a little bit of pizzazz. Yo, a fried tortilla? So like a flour tortilla, but then you just deep fry it? My mouth is starting to water just thinking about food. I'm such a sucker for food. It's not even fair. Oh, I think I can make it to 1700 tonight, chat. I think I'm gonna make it. Flour or corn, either way. Really? Deep frying either or? I fry the corn taco shells, yeah. I love frying the corn taco shells. And then something I picked up from my friend in high school, my best friend Lee, his family used to put Parmesan cheese on the fried taco shells as soon as you were done frying them. So like growing up, my mom would always fry corn tortillas in like on a pan, you know, and then mold the taco shell. You set it out on like a paper towel or a towel to like let the grease strip dry, you know, and or like on a rack or whatever. And while it's on the rack, you like salt it and let it chill. My best friend Lee, his family would not only do like a little bit of salt, but like Parmesan cheese. So like the grated Parmesan cheese, like the real powdery stuff over the top of it. Oh my goodness. So good. One Gringo, welcome to the chat. How we doing tonight? Gringo burritos. Did you have Gringo burritos today on Taco Tuesday, One Gringo? Parmesan cheese fried onto the taco shell is so fire. Like actually frying on it would be super good. Me and Nixon are watching you. Yo, nice. I love it. I love to see it. Tell Nix I say what's up. Parmesan cheese fried onto the taco shell. I've never done it that way. Usually just sprinkle it on afterwards, like as the taco's cooling and like the warm grease is still on the shell. The best. The best. Use shredded Parmesan and fry it on. That sounds like it'd be bomb. It'd be like a cheesy taco shell. That would not suck at all. Like not at all. All right, Rowan, leave me a shiny Pokemon, please. Just be shiny already. Be so much nicer. We could get the playthrough started. I don't know how far I would actually get into it tonight, but it could start, you know. One Gringo, you're up pretty late there, buddy. I'm getting quite a few IRL friends stopping in today. Stopping into stream. It's been nice seeing some familiar faces popping in. Had to just double check the time. I was like, 9 p.m.? What's he doing up this late? That boy got to be up early. No bread tomorrow. Oh, it's Wednesday. That's what's up. Wednesday, no bread tomorrow. Just merchandising, but you just pay people at the stores to do that for you. When are you gonna get that Havasu route? Going for a new toy hauler tomorrow? Nice. That's exciting. New toys are fun. New toys, new toys. Ooh. Upgrading to a luxury style trailer. I see. I see. All right, no shiny Starly. That's a good sign. No shiny Chimchar. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Oddbro says you're still alive. You're still live? Yes, sir, I am. I'm still live. I'm usually live up to this point. I usually cut out like about 9:30, 10 o'clock is when I shut down stream. So I got like another roughly 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more than that. I think my goal tonight is at least hit 1,700 encounters. So we'll for sure get to 1,700 before I end stream. Good night. Good night, Nix. Good night, one gringo. Hissy face. You'll love to see it. Bro, what's something different that you hope to see at the Dortmund Regional this weekend? What kind of Pokemon or which Pokemon will be on your bingo card that you think is like a little outside of the meta, but will be used at Dortmund for whatever reason? I feel like going into the Dortmund Regional, it's gonna be hard to predict something crazy because the European meta, I feel like, is very how do I explain it? They're not as adventurous when it comes to that. Like, they have the mindset that there are certain Pokemon that do certain things the best, and they only stick to those Pokemon. Do you know what I mean? Like, you probably won't see a team like Wolves at the Dortmund Regional. Like, you won't see a team with like Toedscruel and Weezing and some craziness like that. You probably won't even see like a Volbeat team, like a team with Volbeat on it. And what else was on that team? Volbeat, Espathra was on that team. There was just some wild stuff on that team. I feel like we probably won't see as much crazy innovation, but I think that there's room for some stuff, like maybe a subtle Breloom makes it to day 2 or something like that, because, you know, having a fast, hard-hitting Spore user could be usable. My bingo card guess is a Breloom. I feel like Breloom would be nice. Come on, Rowan, leave me something good. Leave me the pink monkey. I've got a bug on my monitor right now. Oh, it just flew off. Okay. A little annoying guy. Nope. Not this time. I feel like we could see some Tinkaton shenanigans maybe as well. Because I think Tinkaton can learn what Fake Out and like Thunder Wave. There's some good support moves that Tinkaton can learn, and also it's a hard-hitting Steel type. Steel types are always nice. It's also Fairy typing, so it'll counter the fighting types in the field. Oddbro says, good question. I'm predicting Mudsdale will appear a strong Trick Room attacker due to its slow speed and good offensive typing. It can't be intimidated due to the own tempo ability. Ooh, I like that shout out. That's actually a really good shout out, especially with the Trick Room shenanigans going on. But don't you think that that Ursaluna just does the Trick Room stuff better? Never heard Tinkaton described as hard hitting. Well, it has the Gigaton Hammer move. So it can hit hard like the one move, because the base power for that attack is just extreme. And it's a steel type attack. So it can hit fairy types for super effective damage. But the only thing with that is that I don't feel like fairy types are super strong in the meta right now. Like, I think we saw some Sylveon in the Baltimore regional. And like Grimmsnarl, right? That's probably like the only real fairy type representation. Unless there's something I'm not thinking of that did really well fairy type wise. Ursaluna can be quickly shut down if it loses its flame orb before it activates, or if it gets intimidated too many times. Mudsteel doesn't have those issues. True. Yeah, that guts ability on Ursaluna is what makes it so useful. And then the ground typing doesn't suck, right? I like that shout out though. That'd be exciting if we see a Mudsdale do well. And own tempo is definitely a nice thing to have. Vader says, I'm back. I don't have tacos, but I will eat a burrito. Hey, it's almost the same thing. A burrito is almost like a long taco. The success with the success with those Trick Room teams in Baltimore kind of makes me feel like Dortmund's gonna have a lot of Trick Room stuff going on. Oddbro says that Ursaluna requires setup to dominate. If it isn't able to set up, it can be a bit of a liability. That is so true. Vader says a waffle is like a pancake. Yeah, yes it is. Except a little more flaky and not as doughy, right? But if we're comparing tacos and burritos, then waffles and pancakes are the same. I can get behind that. Solana says waffles are greater than pancakes. Fight me. I do like a good waffle. I'll tell you what. I like eating peanut butter on my waffles though. Like no syrup, no butter, just like peanut butter. It stores your syrup and butter. What more can you ask for? That's true, because it has all the pockets in it. Kristen says pancakes. Yo, for real, this is a good debate, you know? What do you guys choose? Pancakes or waffles? If you're put at the table and forced to pick one or the other, you got to let one go forever. Would you choose waffles or pancakes? Vader says I use Nutella. Nutella's so good. So freaking good. I'm just such a peanut butter junkie. I think if I had to choose though, I would probably pick waffles over pancakes. I do like pancakes though. Pancakes are super good, but I would probably go waffles over pancakes. Abro says I could also see some swagger shenanigans with Mudsdale. It can get the double attack boost, but won't be confused due to own tempo. Wait, own tempo doesn't doesn't allow the Pokemon to be confused. Are you serious? I didn't know that. I didn't know Own Tempo had that interaction. So you could like side target Swagger your own Mudsdale and force it to or cause it to increase its attack. That is such a cool interaction. Shalana says, I love both, but I'd have to pick Waffles. Waffle Gang, for real. Ralph says Waffles if they don't have good French toast. Yo, French toast wasn't an option, Ralph. It was waffles or pancakes. We'll get to French toast next. You hold the phone there. Vader says, I don't like peanut butter with anything like jelly. Wait, you don't like peanut butter at all, Vader? Just Nutella. Kristen says normal pancakes at home are meh, but at this one pancake parlor, they're so good. What is it about, like, I feel like I like pancakes at home better than like going out to get them. Run a salt vest and a prankster Pokemon with Swagger. Ooh, now we're talking. Oddbro, I like where your head's at. Oh, Vader says that you do like peanut butter, but only with jelly. I got you. Okay, dude, I like dipping everything in peanut butter. Pretzels, toast, pancakes, waffles. I'd probably dip a donut in peanut butter if I could. Also says I like Bob Evans pancakes. They have cake mixed in. For real? I've never heard of that. That sounds good though. Cake mixed into your pancake mix? That sounds like it wouldn't suck. Kristen says I could dip a donut in peanut butter. I definitely could. I just haven't done it. What's everyone's favorite donut? If you go to a donut store, what's your go-to donut that you always pick? Are you like a classic glaze person? Do you like the chocolate frosted donuts? I'm a maple bar fan. Maple bars are just tried and true. You can't go wrong with a maple bar. Delana says pumpkin if it's in season. Yo, a pumpkin donut. Pumpkin season's the best. It's unmatched. Fall with all the pumpkin spices and it's so good. Oddbro says I'm a basic chocolate glaze boy. Like a good Krispy Kreme chocolate donut. Oh, now we're talking. Kristen says chocolate, glazed, or sugar. All good. Some good stuff right there. Yeah, I usually go maple bar, or I like the powder donuts that are lemon filled. Oh, the powder donuts with the lemon filling. Oh my goodness. Don't get me started. With a good cup of coffee, a good cup of Joe with a powdered lemon filled donut. Oh my goodness. Ralph says all the donut talk and I'm eating a cinnamon rice cake. Ralph's over there salivating over donuts and he's crunching the rice cake in his mouth. Vader says, what are the options? Any donut. If you go into a donut shop, what is your go-to donut? What is your go-to donut, Vader? Sir McShiny's a lot. Welcome to the chat, my friend. How were your tacos tonight? How were your tacos on this wonderful Tuesday? Got a shiny Pidgey and Let's Go Pikachu. Let's go. For real, you got a shiny Pidgey and Let's Go Pikachu? That's always good. complete Let's Go Pikachu. I need to actually play that game so that I can get a shiny charm, because I feel like shiny hunting in that game is so fun. I've got serious FOMO because I've never shiny hunted in that game. But every time I watch a PokeTuber post videos about shiny hunting in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I definitely get FOMO. Thermic Shinies a lot says I have no charm. No shiny charm? You just do the chaining method until you get your shiny. Vader goes with the chocolate glazed donut. Yum. Vader and Odd Bro. 2 peas in a pod. All right, come on, Chimchar, be the one. 1684. What do we think, chat? Nope. Not it. Not the one. Not the mama. Thermic Shinies a lot says catch combo increases odds in Let's Go. Yeah, and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. What is it, like 31? I think, right? 31, and then you max out your odds, and then the next one has the higher chance of becoming shiny. And then if it's not shiny, you just catch it and keep going. Oddbro says I had my history test, by the way, got a 94. Yo, congrats, Oddbro. Congrats on the history test score. That's a good job. Well studied. Person says Blue tried to say you could do catch combos in Pokemon Go. It's just in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, yeah? Oddbro, you have another history test tomorrow? So you had one today and you have another on the same subject or a different subject? Vader asks who was that? Who was that for what? Vader. Are you asking who said something specific? All right, 1685. Are you the shiny Chimchar? Same subject? Yo, back-to-back days of testing? That doesn't sound fun. We need to have a chat with your instructor, your teacher. Who schedules back-to-back tests? Or do they just do a test that's so long that they had to break it into 2 tests? Was that in the background? In the background for me? It was probably Gina. Oddbro says it would have been on Thursday, but there's a football game on that day and he's one of the coaches. Oh, so he couldn't issue the test on Thursday. Give you 1 day break. You better be making these tests easy then. Which it doesn't sound like it if you had to study all weekend. Doesn't he know? All right, Rowan. Just leave a pink Chimchar in the briefcase this time. Okay? All right, dude. What's 81 divided by 99? All right, do we got a shiny? Do we got a shiny? Where is our shiny? Let's go. Please be pink. Pink, pink, pink. Darn it. Oh, it's gonna be so good when this thing comes out pink and then it has that stinking sparkle. Bro says the game's gonna last until midnight. I have to be there because I'm in the marching band. Not gonna get back home until after midnight and I have school the next day. Ugh. Wait, why is the game gonna last until after midnight? Vader's asking math problems. I don't know that one off the top of my head, Vader. You could calculate that one with a calculator though. It's probably a really big number. Your football games last until midnight? When do you guys have kickoff? That seems pretty great. That's pretty late. I feel like our high school sports, like our varsity teams would always play at like, I don't know, 7 the latest. So like the games would always end around 9, 10 o'clock. You guys go until midnight though? Or is it because it's an away game? Well, no, because if you're in the marching band and you're performing, you're at the home field. All right, come on. Pink monkey. Oh. All right. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. The game goes from 7 until about 10:30, but it's an hour outside of town and there's traffic and the time it'll take to get back to my school and then back home. Oh, I see. I see. That's going to be pretty rough. You'll probably have to catch some Z's in the car ride. Or take your Switch with you and shiny hunt your Pokemon for the GC, the global challenge. Peter says, what's the deal entry for Chim? Wait, what? The deal entry for Chimchar? What's the ideal entry for Chimchar? Is that what you're asking? Bro, you have a test in chemistry. You're just test after test after test this week. What's up with that? If chemistry isn't your first subject, you should just sleep in through through first period. If I was your parent, knowing that you had a test the next day and you were in the marching band, I would totally allow you to just like, yo, sleep in through first period and we'll get you to school after first period so you can get some good rest for your chemistry exam. Chemistry is 8th period. It's like the final class of the day for you. I wish I could, but I have nowhere near enough time to shiny hunt every member of my team. Do you need... Oh, because you probably need specific IVs too. Are you looking to have low IVs on some stats? If you're not, if you're looking for just like max IVs for your Pokemon, I could help you build your team of shinies. I don't mind. Just busy with work. You can DM me in Discord what you want your team to be. Or at least the mons. You don't have to tell me all the like stats or anything. Shalana says, fun fact, football games don't start until like 7:30 p.m. So that's why it's usually until after midnight for the marching band players. I should know, I did it for 4 years. Oof. Oof, duh. That's some rough stuff right there. Yeah, I guess like I was just always a student going in and like supporting the games, you know? So I'd get out of there at like 10:30, head straight home. But yeah, I guess if you're in the marching band, you have probably some sort of cleanup and whatnot. Bro says I can do that. Yeah, I'll help you shiny hunt your team, Odd Bro. You might have to like nature mint it and mint them and ability patch or whatever you got to do for them for your team. Vader says, what's the dex number for Chimchar? Oh, the dex entry for Chimchar. Well, he's the fire type, so he's the fire starter, so it'd be what, number 7, right? It's grass, water, then fire in the dexes. Grass is always the first. I think it's water after that. And then fire is the third one. Or if I have the resources for it, Odd Bro, like if I can help you with naturing and the abilities and IVs and stuff, I will. Be fun for me to do. Send me a friend request. Okay, I'll check it after stream. Don't want any snoopers. Yeah, for real. No snoopers around here. $16.89 by 4. Wait, why by 4? Why by 4, Vader? That was 1,689 encounters so far. This is gonna be 1690 coming up. We're only 10 away from 1,700. Once I hit 1,700, I'm gonna call it after that. Call stream after 1,700. When's the October Global Challenge, Odd Bro? How many weeks do you have before the Global Challenge? All right, come on, Rowan. Just leave me the stinking pink monkey. Did they already announce all 3 of the Global Challenge dates? Or is there more than 3 throughout the season and just only 3 apply to your championship points? I should probably know that, huh? I feel like that's something that I would know. Loading screen, loading screen. Always taking forever, loading screen. Pink Chimchar. 1691. You know what'd be cool is if okay, so I keep saying that I think that Chimchar is going to come between like 2300 and 2400 range. What if the Chimchar arrives at 2319? Does anyone know that reference? The 2319 reference? If you know it, you get major brownie points in my book. Lana, yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. George, someone. His name is George. I don't know if they ever do. They say his last name? I don't think they do. We ask that you please stand still. I love it. I love it that Lana came through with the entire line. No pink monkey. You're right, they probably do say his full name, huh? Because they announce it over the loudspeaker. It's George Sanderson. Is it really? It's Sanderson? That sounds perfect. I'm thinking about the line in the movie and it's exact. $23.19. I probably watch that movie at least once a month. They don't have an official date on their website yet for October's Global Challenge. Oh, okay. So they haven't announced the dates for all of them. I think you only get like 3 global challenges applied to your championship points collection for Worlds qualifying. Bro, are you gonna try and do an in-person regional or tournament at all this season? Do you have any card shops or video game stores that are qualified to host official VGC tournaments? That'd be sweet. All right, no shiny Starly, no shiny Chimchar. Oh, I want to, but I can't travel much since I'm 15. If there's ever an event near me, I'll definitely participate. They usually have Vader says 6,754 is the answer. You need that many encounters? What? Vader, you keep changing your guess on how many encounters it's going to take. So, well, I guess you're allowed to. No one's locking you into it, right? All right, 1693. 1693. Could it be on number 1693? I'll probably send you the team tomorrow. Dead tired right now? Yeah, no worries, dude. No worries. America, I can do what I want. All right, come on, Chimchar. Just be shiny. Just be shiny, please. Please, Chimchar. Do I have a second switch? Maybe dual hunt the Chimchar with DAs. I do have a second switch. It's technically my son's, but yeah, but I do. I just don't have a second capture card to be able to like stream a second device. Just the one. Just the one. Just a bit outside. I'm getting the feeling though that when it does finally shine, I'm to a point now where when this sucker shines, it's gonna feel so good. Your son will understand and you stream at bedtime. True, all true. All things true. I usually stream when he's not here. He's at his mom's right now. I normally try to stream when my 3 children from my previous relationship are with their mom. That way Gina doesn't have an army to tend to. Jim Jam, welcome to the chat. Welcome back to the stream. I shouldn't say back to this stream specifically, but back to the channel at least. How were your tacos today, Jim Jam? What kind of tacos did you have? No shiny Starly. No shiny Chimchar. Gosh darn it. Jim Jam says it's Wednesday for me. Ooh. We got another East Coaster. All you East Coasters that hang out in Crispy streams are some night owls, aren't you? Jim Jam says from New Zealand near Australia. Yo, New Zealand. That's way into Wednesday. Says I'm definitely a night owl. I feel like I'm more of a morning person than a night person. Tend to like a late night for me is like usually on my stream nights are my late nights. Stream nights are usually my late nights. I used to do quite a bit of late nights though. When I would do chair league with Trillana. Ooh, when I was doing the Heroes of the Storm community competitions. Those were some late nights. All right, chat. Are we gonna get it in these 5 final encounters? Come on, get some sparkles in the chat. Give me some luck. We need a dad joke or two. We need something. We need some pizzazz, some spice. Kristen says, I liked nights, but I was always more productive when working mornings. I hated getting up at 5 a.m. Yeah, for real. I always feel more productive like when you get started going in the morning. Jim Jam says, how long have you been hunting chimchar? Tonight or in total? I've only been hunting on stream, so that kind of like slows things up a lot. But I think the first time that I streamed this hunt was back in July or August, maybe. No, it's September right now, so it's farther back than that. June? Maybe June. Maybe June. I'd have to go back and check and see when my first briefcase simulator stream was. But I haven't been like consistently only streaming this until more recently. I would break it up with like shiny starter hunts and Scarlet and Violet, and then we had like the event Pokemon and such, and like the raids. So that, and then I stream every Tuesday and every other Sunday. So that, coupled with the fact that I'm only shiny hunting this on stream, has slowed things up a little bit. Plus the soft reset on the Switch isn't too fast, if you know what I mean. If you've done a soft reset hunt on the Switch, you know. If you know, you know. These loading screens take a coon's age to get through them. Vader says, I thought there was an animatronic. Guess it was just a statue. Where did you see an animatronic that is just a statue? In your house? Jim Jam said, I took a long time for shiny hunting Latias in BDSP. Yeah, the soft resets are no bueno in this game. That's for sure. The loading screen stinks. It takes forever. And then you have to go through all of these cutscenes before you even get to pick your starter to throw it out in battle to check for shiny. So we've got multiple things kind of not going our way here, but we've been sticking through. As you can see, we're almost down below. You could see the count. This will be 1,697 encounters. So hate how it takes over a minute to reset. Yeah, you and me both, friend. You and me both. The reset is the drag here. Checking if software can be played, then it's got to go through the loading screen, do all this stuff. Oops. I am shiny hunting a starter in Soul Silver as well, off screen here on the DS, so I do have that going for me. So I'm getting some encounters in over there. Pretty good ones. Jim Jam says, I'm going to start soft resetting Arceus, which will be torture. Yes. Good luck on that hunt. I hope you get it like quick. I hope you get it before 1,000. Honestly, I hope you get it before 200. That would be sweet. Hopefully with the fingers crossed, baby. That would be ideal. You'll have to let me know, Jim Jam, on another stream when you do your Arceus resets, how long it takes. I don't want to do that at the end of this playthrough. No shiny Chimchar. All right, guys. The final 2 encounters of the evening, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. If we get this shiny tonight, it is going to be within these next 2 encounters. The next 2. Let's see if we can get it. Vader, you like just messing with the bot? Jim Gem says I'm definitely not getting it before next year. You never know. You never know. If you get insane shiny luck and get it like within your first 50 encounters, you can get it in like one setting. That'd be cool. I hope that you get that shiny luck. That's the kind of shiny luck I'm trying to share with people. Guys, if you haven't already, please drop a like on the stream. Hit that thumbs up button for me. It does help push the video out to the YouTube space, encouraging others to come in and join us while we shiny hunt and do some fun Pokemon playthroughs. All of the cool things. Encouraging others to come around and be part of the fam bam. You know, the nice things. Right, $16.99 right here. Shiny monkey. Nope. Not it. All right, fam bam. This one is going to be the final encounter of the evening. We'll hit 1,700 and then I'm going to do a proper goodbye, shut down stream, and your boy's got to get some sleepy time in, because I'm gonna be up early in the AM, going to work out. I've got a couple things to take care of tomorrow, pool wise. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. I just passed 3,500 encounters on the Soul Silver hunt. Final encounter of the evening. Do we think it could happen? A boy could dream. A boy can hope. One final chance for the night. No on Soul Silver. Maybe on this one. Please, Chimchar. Him chart number 1700. Are you the one? Are you our guy? Or gal, I should say. No! Darn it. We're so close, fam. It felt good. It felt right. It just didn't happen. Not tonight. But with that being said, Vader says, before I end stream, can I tell you something? Yes, you can. Tell me. Tell me quick. What is it? I want to see it. I want to hear what you got to say. Jim Jam, good night. Taco Taco. Thank you guys. Hey, I hope you guys all enjoyed this wonderful Taco Tuesday. I thoroughly enjoyed hanging out with you guys tonight. Thank you so much for coming around and supporting me while I, shiny hunt for cool little digital creatures. Anyways, I'll be back live next week, a week from today. If you didn't get a chance, go check out some of my videos on my page. I've got a reel dropping tomorrow, or a YouTube short dropping tomorrow. It's already been posted to my Instagram. So if you want to go check it out before it launches on YouTube, you can check out my Instagram page that the Nightbot will post for you. And it's pretty funny. I just did a little quick blooper reel to throw onto social media. But with all that being said, I hope you guys have a great evening. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Enjoy a safe and happy weekend. And I hope to see you guys all next week on Tuesday when we come back to this briefcase simulator of a shiny hunt, baby. Good night, y'all. See you next time.